सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तावत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। ओम निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां कृपया परब्रह्मण कृपया भागवतोपनिषदादि शास्त्रोक्त परमात्मनः अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं विश्व सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति कल्याणार्थं च समस्त साधकानां भक्तानां विघ्न निवारणार्थं शक्ति संपदानां साधनानाम् अवाप्त्यर्थं च भागवत महापुराणस्य नवमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादश स्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं fourth chapter of ninth skandha, little bit with chant. It is a big one, 71. So around 30-35 we will do. And again, like every day, take this as an opportunity. Try to concentratedly chant and listen so that the Sanskrit chanting ability grows. And if you focus, even the meaning also gets revealed. That focusing attention itself is dhyana sadhana. And remember always, Bhagavan Krishna is there in every letter word of entire Bhagavata Shastra, and also all avatars, all the gurus, rishis. Okay. Om अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच न भागो न भगापत्यं यं ततं भ्रातरः कविं यविष्ठं व्यभजन्दायं ब्रह्मचारिणमागतं भ्रातरो भाक्त किं मह्यं भजाम पितरं तव त्वां ममार्यास्तथा भाक्षुः मा पुत्रकतदादृथाः इमे अङ्गिरसः सत्रम् आसतेद्य सुमेधसः षष्ठं षष्ठमुपेत्याहः कवे मुह्यन्ति कर्मणि तां स्वं शंसय सूक्ते द्वे वैश्वदेवे महात्मनः ते स्वर्यन्तो धनं सत्र परिशेषितमात्मनः दास्यन्ति ते ततान् गच्छ तथा सकृतवान् यथा तस्मै दत्त्वा ययुः स्वर्गं ते सत्र परिशेषितं तं कश्चित् स्वीकरिष्यन्तं पुरुषः कृष्णदर्शनः उवाचोत्तरतोऽभ्येत्य ममेदं वास्तुकं वसु ममेदं ऋषिभिर्दत्तम् इति तर्हि स्म मानवः स्यान्नौ ते पितरि प्रश्नः पृष्टवान् पितरं तथा यज्ञवास्तुगतं सर्वम् उच्छिष्टं ऋषयः क्वचित् चक्रुर्विभागं रुद्राय स देवः सर्वमर्हति न भगस्तं प्रणम्याः तमेष किल वास्तुकम् इत्याह मे पिता ब्रह्मन् शिरसा त्वां प्रसादये यत्ते पिता वदद्धर्मं त्वं च सत्यं प्रभाषसे ददामि ते मन्त्रदृशे ज्ञानं ब्रह्म सनातनं गृहाणद्रविणं दत्तं मत्सत्रे परिशेषितम् इत्युक्त्वान्तर्हितो रुद्रः भगवान् धर्मवत्सलः य एतत् संस्मरेत् प्रातः सायं च सुसमाहितः कविर्भवति मन्त्रज्ञः गतिं चैव तथात्मनः नाभागादम्बरीशोऽभूत् महाभागवतः कृते नास्पृशद् ब्रह्मशापोऽपि यं न प्रतिहतः क्वचित् राजोवाच भगवन् श्रोतुमिच्छामि राजर्षेस्तस्य धीमतः न प्राभूत् यत्र निर्मुक्तः ब्रह्मदण्डो दुरत्ययः। श्रीशुक उवाच अम्बरीशो महाभागः सप्तद्वीपवतीं महीम् अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा विभवं चातुलं भवे मेनेति दुर्लभं पुंसां सर्वं तत्स्वप्नसंस्तुतं विद्वान् विभवनिर्वाणं तमो विशति यत्पुमान् वासुदेवे भगवति तद्भक्तेषु च साधुषु प्राप्तो भावं परं विश्वं येनेदं लोष्टवत् स्मृतं स वै मनः कृष्णपदारविन्दयोः वचांसि वैकुण्ठगुणानुवर्णने हरौर्हरेर्मन्दिरमार्जनादिषु श्रुतिं चकाराच्युतसत्कथोदये मुकुन्दलिङ्गालयदर्शने दृशौ तद्भृत्य गात्रस्पर्शेऽङ्गसङ्गमं घ्राणं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्यारसनां तदर्पिते पादौ हरेः क्षेत्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो हृषीकेशपदाभिवन्दने कामं च दास्येन तु कामकाम्यया यथोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रया रतिः एवं सदा कर्मकलापमात्मनः परेधि यज्ञे भगवत्यधोक्षजे सर्वात्मभावं विदधन् महीमिमाम् तन्निष्ठविप्राविहितः शशासः ईजेष्वमेधैरधियज्ञमीश्वरं महाविभूत्योपचिताङ्गदक्षिणैः ततैर्वसिष्ठासितगौतमादिभिः धन्वन्यभिः श्रोतमसौ सरस्वतेम यस्य क्रतुषु गीर्वाणैः सदस्या ऋत्विजो जनाः तुल्यरूपाश्चानिमिषाः व्यदुष्यन्त सुवाससः स्वर्गो न प्रार्थितो यस्य मनुजैरमरप्रियः शृण्वद्भिरुपगायद्भिः उत्तमश्लोकचेष्टितं समर्थयन्ति तान् कामाः स्वाराज्यपरिभाविताः दुर्लभानापि सिद्धानां मुकुन्दं हृदि पश्यतः स इत्थं भक्तियोगेन तपोयुक्तेन पार्थिवः स्वधर्मेण हरिं प्रीणन् सर्वान् कामान् शनैर्जहौ गृहेषु दारेषु सुतेषु बन्धुषु द्विपोत्तमस्यन्दनवाजिवस्तुषु अक्षय्यरत्नाभरणायुधादिषु अनन्तकोशेष्वकरोदसम्मतिं तस्मादाद्धरिश्चक्रं प्रत्यानीकभयावहम् एकान्तभक्तिभावेन प्रीतो भृत्याभिरक्षणम् आरिराधयिषुः कृष्णं महिष्या तुल्यशीलया युक्तः संवत्सरं वीरः ददारद्वादशी व्रतम् व्रतान्ते कार्तिके मासि त्रिरात्रं समुपोषितः स्नातः कदाचित् काळिन्द्यां हरिं मधुवनेर्चयतो महाभिषेकविधिना सर्वोपस्करसम्पदा अभिषिच्याम्बराकल्पैः गन्धमाल्यार्हणादिभिः तद्गतान्तरभावेन पूजयामास केशवं ब्राह्मणांश्च महाभागान् सिद्धार्थानपि भक्तिदः गवां रुक्मविशाहिणीनां रूप्याङ्घ्रीणां सुवाससां पयःशीलवयोरूप वत्सोपस्करसम्पदाम् प्राहिणोत्साधु विप्रेभ्यः गृहेषु न्यर्बुधानि षट् भोजयित्वा द्विजानग्रे स्वाद्वन्नं गुणवत्तमम् लब्धकामैरनुज्ञातः पारणायोपचक्रमे तस्य तर्हि अतिथिः साक्षात् दुर्वासा भगवान् अभूद ओम शांति शांति शांति. In Bhagavata Puranam, so many beautiful stories are there. One of them is in this 9th skandha, Sri Raja Ambarisha story. Such a great king of all the powers, all the wealth, all riches. But he is so lucky, Purajanma Punyam, that his mind always knows that these are all mithya. They are the ones which have brought greater people also to the earth down level by creating the Maya in them. So he never allowed entire outer achievements, prosperities to corrupt his inner mind. Inside he was always Paramabhakta, Mahabhakta, and all the day he was engaged in, along with the kingly work, Adhyatmika Karyakramas. One of the most favorite work of him is was going to the temple, cleaning himself, even though he is a king, all the floors, etc. Bhagavan himself gave him that Sudarshana Chakra for protection. He did once the Dwadashi Vratam, Ekadasha and Dwadashi, 1 year. Samapana Samaya comes this Durvasa Rishi. And before that, his lifestyle, Ambarish Raja's Sadgunas, Divya Gunas, all of them are so wonderfully varnita in this fourth chapter. Please study it once, and whenever such stories of such Mahatmas you study, I study. What one thing without forgetting we have to do is let those gunas come to us. In this way, let us take sankalpa, let us pray to Bhagavan. May I become as great a devotee like Ambarisha. So, this is how through every story, not only intellectually learning, but emotionally feeling and committing. So too, praying to the God, ki may these divine gunas come to me. In this way, always in the study of the stories of such great Mahatmas, or in the study of the Tattva or Bhagavad Leela Mahima, when we keep on spending time, consciously, deliberately, when these sadvasanas, Bhagavad vasanas, Divya vasanas go on increasing in our bosom, accordingly, all non positive gunas go away. This is how, after certain age, when all responsibilities are finished, we have to do our sadhana for not only antakarana shuddhi, but divinizing antakarana and becoming qualified for Bhagavad and Guru Kripa, which they shower by giving the Jnanam, the Vidya. And here, such a wonderful thing it is, before this thing, the Nabhaga Charitra also, Ambarish Upakyan se pehle, Bhagavan Shiva, that Nabhaga, that was the rishis gave him the everything, all property left after the yajna. Immediately Bhagavan Shiva comes, he says, it is mine. Why? Because it is a rule eternal. Anything remains after yajna, it belongs to Shiva. Then Nabhaga goes to Shiva and says, anyway, it is given to me, but it is yours, so I don't take it. Then some more stories there. Bhagavan Shiva becomes so pleased. Not only he gives all that gold and wealth, most beautiful thing is what? Chutki bar mein he gives, Bhagavan Shiva, Brahmajnanam to that Nabhaga Rishi. Raja hai, Rishi bante hai. Surprising it is. So that just gives an idea. One side, when we keep on purifying ourselves through our all these possible devotional spiritual practices, stick to that. One day in one life, some Mahatma comes, some Bhagavan will come, and they see all our wonderful this life lived, and they so much with Karuna and Kripa definitely bless us with that vision. This struggle which we go through to come out of avidya, moha, maya, ragadvesha, all of that, it is just a simple stroke of blessings by the great devatas as well as the gurus. Maybe while doing our own sadhana, through our good nature of simplicity, humbleness, devotion, and qualities, become qualified for the Mahatmas Devata to bless. There is one way of doing sadhana, and in its own maturity, it gives a result. If we are not devotee, not an ahankari, but we are only on depending on ourselves and doing sadhana, in its own time it will give result. But along with doing this, when we develop the good qualities, dharmika, daivi gunas, and also our bhaktas of Rishi and Bhagavan, the result will be faster. They also bless us. Like you are working in an office. Along with working, when you are good with the neighbors, subordinates, superiors, and cordial, convenient to all, then anyway you are working. But along with that, this attitude and performance, will it not add extra marks? Definitely. In the same way, we have to study such stories and learn these things and commit. Right now, only close the eyes and feel. Let us all have the good qualities of Ambarisha. The two main good qualities are how much our big Raja he was. He was not carried away either in arrogance or in indulgence. Two, he maintained his Ananya Bhakti to Bhagavan, Lord Narayana. Here, our Mukundamala writer, even our Kulashekara Raja also like that. Yesterday we chanted it, no, in that way. So, in this way, Ambarish Charitra becomes beautiful story. Continuing, we'll do it tomorrow. ॐ श्रीकृष्णशरणं मम श्रीभागवतशरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम श्रीसूतशरणं मम श्रीशुकदेवशरणं मम श्रीव्यासशरणं मम श्रीनारदशरणं मम श्रीकुमारशरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मशरणं मम श्रीविष्णुशरणं मम श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम ओम श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामुञ्चद कर्हिचिद ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कंदः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अथ एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच 27 onwards let us chant कि य एतत् समधेयेत पवित्रं परमं शुचि स पूयेता हर हर मां ज्ञानदीपेन दर्शयन् य एतत् श्रद्धया नित्यम् अव्यग्रह शृणुयात् नरः मयि भक्तिं परां कुर्वन् कर्मभिर्न सबध्यते अपि उद्धवत्वया ब्रह्म सखे समवधारितम् अपि ते विगतो मोहः शोकश्चासौ मनोभवः नैतत्त्वया दाम्भिकाय नास्तिकाय शठाय च अशुश्रूषोरभक्ताय दुर्विनीताय दीयताम् एतैर्दोषैर्विहीनाय ब्रह्मण्याय प्रियाय च साधवे शुचये ब्रूयात् भक्तिः स्यात् शूद्रयोषिताम् नैतद्विज्ञाय जिज्ञासोः ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते पीत्वा पीयूषममृतं पातव्यं नावशिष्यते ज्ञाने कर्मणि योगे च वार्तायां दण्डधारणे यावान् अर्थो नृणां तात तावान् स्तेहं चतुर्विधः मर्त्यो यदा त्यक्तसमस्तकर्मा निवेदितात्मा विचिकीर्षितो मे तदामृतत्वं प्रतिपद्यमानः मयात्मभूयाय च कल्पते वै ॐ शान्तिः 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 wonderful beautiful topic of Lord Krishna's teaching to Uddhava of all Bhagavata dharmas and their mahima and how we have to practice these things on our regular basis and what would be the result assured by Bhagavan. So in the like ATM or like any of the cashless or personless counters, you just fulfill the required demands or codes or numbers, the goods are delivered. In the same way, in all these shastras, automatically the power is kept like the money in the ATM, and when you put your code, the money comes. In the same way, the rules, regulations which are given for doing that prakriya or study, when we follow, that result automatically comes. Lord has filled in all of them that way the automation. In this also, these Bhagavata dharmas, when we again and again study, value them, practice in our life, the best of the results come to us, the spiritual evolutions. More important than anything, everything is the clearance of the delusion in our intellect. So that is what is the topic in these 5-6 slokas we are told by Lord Krishna. So if you take in this 26th shloka, he said, whoever is giving this my Bhagavata Purana, especially the Mukti Skandha, in that also the Bhagavata Dharmas to my devotees, he is the giver of Brahman to them. I am so pleased with that Bhakta or Sadhaka or Vachaka or the speaker or that Bhakta that I will give myself to him. Dadami Atmanam Atmana. So Bhagavan is Satchid Ananda Swarupa. That Satchidananda Anubhava comes to us. At the Saguna level, Bhagavan as if is a servant to him. Whatever he does, Sankalpa, Bhagavan fulfills. And these devotees know that Bhagavan fulfills. Therefore, he never does any sankalpa. He says, oh Bhagavan, let what you feel that alone too should happen. I will not interfere in your management of this world. In very rare cases, when some devotee has surrendered to him, then he recommends to the God. Then Lord will help or bless or adjust that Vyakti's prarabdha. So Dadami Atmanam Atmana is these two things. Then 27, we saw yesterday exhaustively, Ya etat sam adhita. Whoever are doing samyak adhyanam of this shastra. No, like suniyata tamatima nachitalaye. Like Lakshman ji ko Ram ji कहते हैं, bring your mati, your mana, your chitta. Bring the mana with concentration. Mati with intellectual inquiry and understanding. Chitta is whatever you understood, send it into your storehouse and see to it that it becomes available whenever required. Along with this, the prema, the bhakti, the shraddha, the jignasa, they want to do sadhanas and please the Lord, want to do sadhana and reach the God. These are all called as samyak adhita and with loving attitude. One of the most important thing in spirituality, tomorrow we will see that in some other context also, you start doing sadhanas joyfully. And for that, start loving whatever the sadhanas you are doing. If that conscious effort to know the mahima of what sadhana we are doing, because of knowing the mahima, the love and respect for that, because of the love and respect, the joyfully doing sadhana, if that is not there, we cannot maintain consistency or concentration. Without consistency and concentration, the rasa swadhana, then the complete vishaya subject knowledge never comes to us. So, Samyak Adhita, when Bhagavan says all these qualities. I am in Sanatana Dharma. This my Sanatana Dharma Shastra, it is given by my Lord Krishna to his own beloved devotee Uddhava, not only to Uddhava, to any of his devotees, I am one of them. And in this, so many assurances Bhagavan is giving of his blessings to me. What else can be better, greater than this to study and practice in life? This way, prepare ourselves, train ourselves. Always remember that in a day, 95% of the time we talk to ourselves. 5% we talk to others or listen to them. Consciously observe. And all this soliloquy of talking always is nonsense type of making us weakened, making us a bhogi, samsari, or in relation with others that they have not done this or that to me, therefore I am unfortunate. This way only we stupidly talk to ourselves and make our personality like that only. Instead of that, if we can think about ourselves or think in the mind, as just now said, that type of personality happens to us. It is recognize में ही difficult होती है. Recognize करने का practice करने में double difficult होती है. But when one gets into the groove of that practice, I tell you, you need not hold any book. You are always in sadhana. What are those? Samadhiyata. Instead of murmuring in ourselves about some desires, about some failures, about some frustrations, about some disappointments, etc., jealousy about others, ये सब होता रहते हैं गुड 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 in the mind. That's how from millions of lives we have trained the mind like that. That is never a nature of mind, but it is spoiled like that. We have to beautify the nature of our mind like this, positive. Always I am blessed. I am at the feet of my Guru, my Lord. May I study Shastras more and more. May I develop my Ekagram Bhumika sooner. And may I be able to understand the depths of every Shastra unambiguously. May I become a living example of sadhana and siddhi for others. May I be loved by Bhagwan and Gurus. May I be blessed by them. May I become their instrument. In this way, may I learn more and more Sanskrit, more and more mantras, may I do more and more japa, upasana, तीर्थ यात्रा. इस तरह से ना all positivities को हमारे पॉकेट में डालते जाना all the time. It looks to be funny, but it is very effective. If that is not done, all the time negative. क्या खाऊं, किधर जाऊं, क्या सोऊं, क्या करूं. So with these thoughts, our personality becomes that only. Added to that, the people whom we meet are of that type only. None of them dare to tell us what you are thinking, doing nonsense, do something spiritual. Nobody tells us. Only one Swami tells, and we escape from him. So I am loving this word. Ya etat sam adhita. And what is this? Pavitram. I told you, mrityu bhaya se mukta karne wala. Paramam shuchi. Because here the giver, the receiver, every content from the word go till the end is pure, immaculate, adhyatmika sadhanas only, which evolve us. Not even iota of ashuchi of creating moha in us, ragadveshadi, kamakrodadi vikara in us. Therefore, Paramam Shuchi is this Bhagavata Shastra, 11 Skandha. In that also, Vishesha Rup se, the recently taught Bhagavata Dharmas. So, whoever having in the mind the conviction that this knowledge is Parama Shuchi, Paramam and Shuchi, Pavitram and Parama Shuchi, and then Samyak Adhiyata, pours out himself in the study of it. Then, and how he has to do when he has to do? Please remember, Ahar Ahar. Yesterday we spoke about it for more than 15 minutes. We forget it, therefore we keep on studying it. Never mind, no problem if we remind ourselves. Therefore, in life, one of the very important commitment is no day passes without listening to satsang if it is accessible to us. No day passes without ourselves studying the Shastra. No day passes without definitely some upasana. No day passes without our doing the mantrocharana, stotra patana, bhajana kirtana, then nama sankirtana and japa. Ahar, 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 ahar. Then what happens if it is that he jnana deepena darshayana, in him first the jnana deepa prajwalana happens. What is the jnana deepa? Ki the goal of life, purpose of life becomes crystal clear. All of us don't know the exact goal and purpose. Therefore, anything anybody tells or shows to us, to our ears or the eyes, we are taking that as the goal and getting lost. So, first is Jnana Deepa is Laksha Nirdharana. What we have come as for human being, for what we came. Then in the next step, Jnana Deepa is Marga Nirdesham and Marga Spashtata. And in the Jnana Deepa third level, even Lord sees to it that we get commitments of doing sadhanas and reach out. Means what? When the Bhagavata is studied regularly, everyday basis, 10 rounds, 12 rounds, 13 rounds, hundreds of portions are there in Bhagavata where the bhaktas, jignasus, have done Bhakti Sadhana and Jnana Sadhana and got Mukti and Bhagavad Darshan and Anubhava. When we keep on studying, in the initial days it is only information. Little later it is an entertainment. Little later it is a wonderful thing that I know all these stories. When these stages are crossed, in the fourth or fifth stage, it starts appealing to us. यार मैं तो पढ़ रहा हूँ इन सबको एंड सुन रहा हूँ समझ रहा हूँ बट इससे मेरा क्या संबंध मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं क्यों इनमें का ये साधनाएं नहीं ना करूं why should I not do that thought one day comes. I tell you, once that thought comes, then the life is so interesting because hundreds of examples are there in Bhagavata guiding us as to what sadhana to reach. अब उसके बाद ना लाइक है ना जिसको भूख नहीं लगती है hundreds of hotels are there around he never goes but once he feels hungry looks for the best hotel goes into the menu card sees so many items and he orders and grabs them. In the same way, Lord Himself will create the hunger for sadhana after few rounds of study of Bhagavata. Once the hunger is created in us, the menu recipe are so many. The best of all is Parikshit himself. Is it not? From that onwards, Parikshit story, every of this Skandha, how many bhaktas? The Prahladas, the Dhruvas, the Ambarishas, the Ranti Devas, कितने लोगों ने अपने जीवन में साधना से भगवान को पाकर पा सकते हैं बताया वो एंड दिस पर्सन हु इज कन्विंस्ड नाउ takes one or two or three or four characters of Bhagavad as an adarsha and the sadhana to be done is vividly shown there. He need not even look anywhere, search anywhere, go to get guidance from someone. Guru is speaking here only. So that becomes enough for him for guidance. He start keeping Bhagavata book as the reference point and goes on. So doing sadhana as he learnt from it from any of the stories. See, प्रहलाद जी ने कितने साधनाएं बताए ऋषभदेव जी ने कितना बढ़िया अपने पुत्रों को उपदेश दिया then the Navayogi Charitra, then Dattatreya's teaching once, twice, the Bhikshu Gitas, Bhagavan Krishna's teaching so many times. Every skanda is it not filled with hundreds of sadhanas to reach Bhagavan. That is the meaning of Jnana Deepena Darshayan. Not only Bhagavata becomes a complete means for our sadhana and siddhi, we will be able to tell others also, this is what I learned from Purana Bhagavatam, this is how these particular bhaktas or sadhakas, Jivana Vidhana and sadhana inspired me, then I reached out, you can also try. Now in that way, see our Indian Sanatana Dharma Shastras. In one Bhagavata only there are hundreds of stories inspiring us, empowering us, giving all the jnanam of the Laksha and Marga. In one Purana, so many are there. Then in 108 Puranas, how many stories must be there? In Mahabharata, how many? In Smriti Granthas, how many? In Itihasas, how many? That means what? From the time immemorial, our Sanatana Dharma culture tradition is what? Learn from the past. Do the sadhana. Reach Bhagavan. Along with the past stories, this my life also made become a inspiration story to others. In this way, again and again, bhaktas, jnanis, jignasus, they became mukta and their lives became part of history to for the posterity to get the inspiration from. Is not a beautiful thing? Same is what like Gita. When you go on studying Gita, 18 chapters, 5 round, 6 round, 7 round, suddenly one day it appears to, अरे यार इतने बार पढ़ रहा हूं मैं करूं भी ना साधना ये कौन सा करूं again the moment कौन सा करूं question comes every chapter is filled with such a gems of guidance कर्मयोग ज्ञान कर्म संन्यास योग कर्म संन्यास ध्यान एक एक ले लो करो and enjoy it so beautiful. Is not it with the Upanishads also? All Upanishads we are doing the study now And when we do it 2-3 rounds, one day suddenly it clicks. इतना मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, यार एक उपनिषद को लेकर मुक्त हो जाओ. That is the beauty of our Rishi Munis in giving so many Shastras. Ki, like a very highly matured, prosperous country, anything required for human life are everywhere made available. The eateries, the petrol pumps, the gas filling station, the hospitals. जहाँ चाहिए वहाँ जरूरत के लिए पक्का है. So that country is prosperous. That nobody need to run for food, should not need to run for necessities. They are easily accessible. Same way, our gurus, rishis, munis have given so many shastras that anybody who is hungry of mukti can study any shastra and get mukti. They have made it. That's why east, west, north, south, central, northeast, northwest, south, everywhere the shastras are there, the ashramas are there, the gurus are there, the guidances are keeping on happening, people receiving also. कोई एक शताब्दी में कम होते हैं, ज़्यादा होते हैं, that's okay, but never it stops off. The disciples going to gurus, studying shastras from them, getting conviction about Lakshya Marga, receiving in convocation the orders from the guru, following that, each one maturing in their life of mukti. That goes on happening. You and I are luckily one of them. That किस जन्म में किस गुरु को क्या हमने भोजन खिलाया होगा, किस भगवान को हमने उपासना पूजा की होगी, किसी भी दूसरे भी पुण्य कर्म किया होगा. इन दिस लाइफ जो सपने में भी नहीं मिलने वाले ऐसे उत्तम शास्त्र लाइक भागवत, रामायण, अध्यात्म रामायण, उपनिषद विद भाष्य एंड योग, all of them we are studying. Not a small blessings. Efforts though we are putting less, we are not so capable, we know that. But through this, the amount of blessing Bhagavan is giving is so much. And in its own time, in the maturity, slowly they will empower us. If you want to grow quickly, then throw everything aside, take up only this job 24 घंटे. अगले 10 साल में घर से नहीं निकलने वाला. ऑनलाइन क्लास स्वामी जी का सुनता हूँ, निरंतर पढ़ूंगा, डू माई जपा, ब्रिंग द माइंड टू एकाग्र भूमिका, and with the yoga sadhana, achieve that sampragnata, samadhi and yoga. That is my job. Or through the Atma Anatma Nitya Nitya Viveka, the Anatma Nitya I drop, establish Nitya. Or through Drugdusha Viveka, I will discover the Drug Swarupa in me. ऐसा कमिट हो जाए तो हो जाता. Whoever have achieved, they achieved like this. They start with, daily 1 hour sadhana, then weekly 1 day sadhana, then 6 monthly 1 fortnight sadhana, then yearly 1 chaturmasa sadhana. Now that's how they grow their period of committed sadhana. Then in every year, they not only reach to little higher level, but they get inspired to wait for next chaturmasa to come. On the 5th of this month, 9 days back, chaturmasa is over. Those who have done it, they wait till next year. And then 15 days before they prepare everybody's mind. These 4 महीने मैं मौन में हूँ, फिर मैं अपना साधना में रहूँगा. I think I should do it from next year. 4 months छुट्टी to you. I'll be in my own sadhana. I know you are starting to celebrate, but it is 7 months heavy. Then after that, they say, what 4 months, 4 महीना per साल? Every month is sadhana only. Every day is sadhana. Every hour is sadhana. Every moment I am in the memory of my Lord. I am in my effort to reach Him. I am in my effort to serve Him. हो गया? Should we not desire it? Should we not ask the Tathastu Devatas to bless us with Tathastu word right now when we are committing this way for our every moment sadhana to experience Lord all the time. So sapuyeta har har mam jnana deepena darshayan में क्या है? हर हर daily go on doing, day by day the impurities go away. The jnana deepa starts properly lit, in which the sadhya sadhana is clear, inspiration is clear, then resources come, then guru rishi upasana we do, they reduce our prarabdhas or dilute it, and they empower us with their own tapashakti. And with the tapashakti received from them, I tell you, in my life, How many Mahatmas have given their tapashakti because of which this study sadhana is going on in your life also. Like you give money to others, you give food to others, you will give clothes to others. What you have, you give. So these yogis, jnanis, bhaktas have tremendous tapashakti. Tapashakti earned through various means. Like you earn money through various means. नौकरी करके बिजनेस करके अलग अलग होते हैं. सो दे अर्न तपशक्ति बाय सो मेनी मीन्स. उपवास व्रत करके, मौन व्रत करके, पारायण करके, जप करके, इतने सारे हैं. एंड दे गिव इट टू डिजर्विंग भक्तास और डिजर्विंग स्टूडेंट थोड़ा थोड़ा. इफ आई रिमेंबर ऑल दोस महात्मास, ब्लेस्ड, आए तो उनके चरण में पढ़कर जिंदगी पूरा वहीं रहना है. Wow, what a beautiful, how kind, how compassionate they are. In spite of what they blessed. Even now they are blessing us. याद करना भैया, भगवान का नहीं दिखने वाला कृपा, गुरुओं का दिखने वाला कृपा, फिर लोगों का प्रत्यक्ष हेल्प. इन सबको लेकर ऑलवेज इन दैट ग्रेटिट्यूड यू शुड प्रे फॉर ऑल, डू अवर साधना. These are all very important bits in life, all put together called the Bhagavata Lakshanas. So is it clear? Now we go to the next number 28 also. Ya etat shraddhaya. With full shraddha. I told you one of the occasion, all our upasanas, pujas, sadhanas finally take us to only this point. This point leads to the next point. Next point leads to the next 2 points. What are all sadhanas lead us to? One point, the point called as Shraddha. Full Shraddha. In presence of Lord, in grace of Lord, everything. That Shraddha takes us to next level called as Sharanagati. That Sharanagati leads to Bhagavat Kripa. That Bhagavat Kripa gives us Anubhuti. Ho gaya journey. All sadhanas done, but Shraddha not developed. Since we have not done the sadhanas in proper attitude, we must be lacking in so many things. When you study the Yoga Sutras, you will know in how many millions of places, even while walking on spiritual path, we are doing mistakes. If I am given a chance, 5 years I will talk on Patanjali Yoga Darshan. In fact, I want to do it for my sake. Because through in every sutra's explanation by Vyasa Bhagavan, it is so many detailed, thorough study of the Antakarana. A bhakta doesn't bother all that. He says, Mera Bhagavan le lega, dekh lega. A jnani is busy in Aham Brahmasmi. He also not bothers about it. Yeah, both of them don't require. In fact, they are really to a little higher sadhana. They for the moksha. But this yoga sadhana is tough sadhana, long sadhana, but then caters to more people. Bhakti and Vedanta cater to some people only. Those who have that a great feeling of selfless devotion alone can become bhakta. Who's having deep vairagya and great chintana shakti, for them is jnana. 100 में 10-10 वो होएंगे, बाकी 80 लोगों के लिए योग होता है. Because in that so many are told, intricacies are taught. Every psychology of the entire universe, all of that are crystal clearly shown in our Yoga Darshana Shastra. If one can have that 5-6 years time, keeping all other Shastras aside, become master of yoga, wonderful it is. And it is not in contradiction with Vedanta. What is Vedanta? When Aham Brahmasmi Brahmatma ke bodha is itself is Kaivalyam here, Drashtuhu Swarupe Avasthanam. Otherwise, how will the Vyasa Bhagavan will comment on it? The one who gave the Brahma Sutras. Don't have any doubt about it. So I am talking on the word Shraddha. Clear? Ya etat Shraddhaya. So pray for one thing. I told you all the time, hundreds of times we told this topic. The Shraddha at 5 places. But to Vishwasa, Achala, Nija Dharma. हमारा श्रद्धा और विश्वास वट वृक्ष के समान होना चाहिए. Panchavati. Today we are seeing Ram, Lakshman, Sita and all. going for Vanavasam. Already they reached. Today they will reach to our Atri Muni Ashram, Bharadwaj Ashram and the Valmiki Ashram. In the Valmiki Ashram के पास they make a Panchavati, they stay there. 5 वट वृक्षों के बीच में ये जो अपना कुटिया बनाना ताकि बारिश ये वो सबसे बच सके इस तरह. So what are the 5 Shraddhas? Shraddha 1 in Bhagavan. Second, in Shastra which indicates Bhagavan to us. Third, in Guru who teaches us Bhagavan through Shastra, who reveals the Bhagavan through the Shastra. 4, in the sadhana given by the Guru. 5th, in you and I, means in me, who is the doer of this sadhana. तो मेरे ऊपर श्रद्धा, मुझे गुरु ने जो दिया वो साधना पे श्रद्धा, गुरु के ऊपर श्रद्धा, शास्त्र के ऊपर और परमात्मा. These 5 Shraddhas should grow day by day. Then unquestionably, unconditionally, totally we surrender to these 5. May the Lord at this very moment bless us with the perfection in all these 5 Shraddhas. ठीक है? यह एक श्रद्धया. Every religion talks only about the faith. That's why they call faiths. Hindu faith, that faith, this faith. In Sanatana Dharma, it's only faith, because when you know the thing, you don't need faith. And when you don't know the thing, the only thing which makes you know the thing is faith. Is it not? That is the thing there. You have to walk. When you walk, you will reach. But how do you walk and reach if you don't have faith? Therefore, faith alone makes us walk. Faith alone takes us to goal. Therefore, for all ignorant people, only alambana astha is Shraddha. These 5 Shraddhas. And there's no ambiguity. Etat Shraddhaya. Okay? Then Nityam. Every day, all the time. Yeah, etat means etat Bhagavatam. Etat Ekadasha Skandham. Etat Bhagavata Dharma Sangraham. Etat Shraddhaya Nityam Avyagraha. Again, I told yesterday, at this point only we stopped. We are not at all not sincere. We are always sincere. The problem with us is what? We are fickle in our mind. हम व्यग्र हो जाते हैं. That goodness and sincerity of us is the problem to us, because we become good and sincere everywhere, even in stupid things. You're so good and sincere that when Swami calls, there also you. When Tommy calls, there also you go. You understand our goodness and sincerity? You all, people know your weakness, that you are very good and sincere, and they invite you for everything, only to make one more chair occupied. And you, Buddhu, you don't understand it. And so sincerely leaving your classes and all, you go there. We are Vyagra. One Vyagrata is in this way, and leaving the class, study and going somewhere. Another Vyagrata is doubts in the mind. कि ये गुरु, ये शास्त्र, वो शास्त्र, ये साधना, वो साधना, ये करो तो वो याद आता, वो करो तो ये याद आता, फिर दोनों छोड़ देता. That Vyagrata should go away. Then what is the opposite Vyagrata? Nischayatmika buddhi, Vyavasayatmika buddhi. What is it? Ki enough for me for my moksha are these Bhagavata dharmas. Only 3 things. I study and thoroughly understand them. 1. 2. I'll relentlessly practice. 3. I'll not leave the practice till I experience. Full stop. फिर इधर उधर नहीं देखना. That's called avyagrata. Without distraction. Without getting disturbed. Temptations no more troubling us now. Not that much. Not that 100% we are free. अभी घर में कोई पकोड़े शकोड़े कर रहे हैं तो चले जाएंगे वहाँ. ऐसे है ही. So too many difficulties also are not bothering us. But the obligations, the sentiments, the duties, the attachments, These are making us Vyagra. Now, we means we are who are in the class regularly. We have now got sufficient vairagya to come out of the temptations, desires and all. उतना नहीं है अभी. You can at any will, you can put off the TV. उतना तो आ गया होगा आपको. Earlier ये सारे फंसाते थे हमको. अभी उतना नहीं है हमको. Even difficulties also, like your wife doesn't understand you. वो तो शादी से शुरू है. Those things don't bother you, which were bothering you 4 years back, 5 years back. Of all the soft positive things, which in fact made you stand in your life. But at this moment, they are distractions. When we don't know that, they will make us Vyagra. The sense of responsibility, the sense of duty, which made us human at one level, alone stop us from becoming divine. They're all human qualities, not divine. You have to reach the divinity. Yes, some side way. And when we say the divine quality or divine sadhana, recognizing Paramatma's presence by Anubhava is our goal. उसके सामने बाकी सब secondary. If that conviction is not there, then we get caught up. And every sincere seeker, blessed by Guru and God, will go through even that period and cross it. When they cross it, they know it. All duties, responsibilities are done. Now my only duty, responsibility, answerability is to my own Lord in me. That is the meaning of Ananyas Chintayanto or Sarvadharman Paritej. Or Mamevaye Prapadyante or Tameva Sharanam Gacha. Whatever said in Gita, various places, that's the meaning of those sentences. May we all reach to that level very soon by God's grace. Okay, we'll stop here today. Etat Saitaya Nityam Avriyagraha Shunyat Naraha. What will happen to him when he every day with Ekagrata, listening and studying? Mai Bhaktim Param Kurvan. He will get the Para Bhakti to me. Supreme devotion of total surrender. Then what happens? Karma bher na sabadhyate. Neither the agami nor sanchita karma will bind him. Prarabdha also are to the upadhis. I am not with the upadhi. I as merged in my devotion to the God. Therefore, even prarabdha also never binds him. So the one who is freed from karma bandhana is said to be freed or mukta. So here कर्म भी न बध्यते, ऊपर ज्ञान दीपेन दर्शयन, ऊपर कहते हैं तदाम्य आत्मना आत्मना, उसके ऊपर कहते हैं परम ब्रह्मादिगच्छति, उसके ऊपर कहते हैं पुरुषः नष्ट संशयः. तो in each of these shloka, Bhagavan is telling the beautiful results of studying, understanding and practicing and abiding in Bhagavata dharmas. So may we all be in that Shuddha Sattva Guna to grasp what is said along with its importance and involve with total commitment to reach out to that experience in this very life. Other than that, nothing should be important to us. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स लेट अस स्टडी फॉर सम टाइम